Everybody. Okay, so I am going to make some announcements today. The first thing is we will be doing a vision board, a vision board party. But to be honest, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of momentum, and there's a lot of new things, especially regarding social media, that we really felt like it was most important to just kind of relay that information because it's been really useful and helpful. And we're kind of like test piloting some cool things in our group. So vision board party will happen probably in a couple of weeks, and we'll hear more about that, okay? And then the next thing that I want to say is MAPS, okay? So a MAP stands for Monthly Action Plan. For those of you that are newer, it's for senior coach once you've reached senior coach and above. And it's something that we do every month. It's really not too late to get it in. It's always a great idea to get it in by the first of the month. I do mine on the last day of the month because that's easier to get all the information from your back office. And you know what, if you're new, don't even worry about it. Your mentor will help you with this. But just a reminder, if you haven't done your maps yet, to get that to your mentorship team, okay? And so those are the two announcements. And I am going to shoot it to, I think, Priscilla Allen, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me? Priscilla, can you hear me? Awesome. All right, guys. So happy 2021. Isn't it amazing? We're here in 2021. What a year 2020 was. And 2021 has already started with a bang. Let's hope things calm down a little bit, right, for the sake of our country. But I'm just so excited to be here with you guys and just connect with you guys here. And I love this community. I love every individual in this community because seriously, there's no place like being in a place where people are thriving to become the best versions of themselves, where people are thriving to help other people. And it's just fun what we do. And when we do it in community, it's all that much more fun, right? So I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about just kind of strategies and exercises that we can do to really expand our reach and really impact people, right? As the world goes around, the online community goes with it, right? The online community and social media is changing very, very fast, and we need to stay with the times, because if we don't stay with the times, we're going to get left behind. So when things pivot, we got to pivot with it, and we got to figure out how to do things, and we need to stay relevant in our market. That is very important. So I want to talk about two exercises that I've been practicing for the last couple of weeks that have really, really impacted my business. And they're very strategic, and I love them because when you go into something and you know exactly what you're going to do, you have a plan, and okay, this is what I'm going to do for this amount of time. This is what I'm going to do. These are the people that I'm going to reach out to. And it's so much easier to go about your day and create a life around who and what matters most to you, right? If you're a busy mama, if you are somebody that maybe works full time and you're just like, where in the world am I going to and I'm going to put this in the view where I can see everybody's faces versus just Priscilla, because it's so much easier when I can relate to people's faces. So if you're one of those people that, you just have a busy life, it is so important that we use our time wisely, right? In the beginning, when you became a coach, somebody asked you, or a coach asked you, how much time can you give to this business? Some people said, oh, I can probably give an hour a day. Some people said maybe 3 to 4 hours a week, maybe 5 to 10 hours a week. I don't know. We all have our lives, and we all have a certain amount of time. So the time that you're going to give to your business has got to be strategic. Okay, there's two types of works. There is busy work and there is production work. Busy work is when you're busy, you're getting things done. You're getting all your health assessments, and you're focusing, and you're stapling all these health assessments, and you have your clips there, and you have your health assessment tips and questions there, and you're getting things busy, right? You're doing stuff, but it's busy work. And then we have production work. These are high leverage activities that are going to help you really be concise with your time and what you're trying to do. And that is to connect with other human beings. Because ultimately, the core of this business is connecting with other humans, right? We can go out there and we can brand ourselves amazingly. We can inspire people, but if we don't connect with people in private, if we don't create those authentic conversations, if we don't create those authentic, those authentic relationships, then really all that work that we put into our content kind of goes whoosh in the ground. Because at the end of the day, we have to connect with humans, and that is the core of everything. So when we talk about strategic exercises, I'm going to talk to you about exercises where you are going to be intentional with your time. So if you tell your coach, I only have 1 hour a day to work on this business, what do you think you should be doing in that 1 hour a day? Is it maybe, trainings? You might be listening to trainings. You might be, I don't know, maybe creating your hundreds list. There's so many different things, right, that we can do. We need to be strategic. So what I want to break down to you guys is different types of exercises that we can create. I love that, Brandy, Power Hour, and we're actually going to talk about that today. But I want to talk to you about strategic exercises we're going to create. And I'm going to stream a live this weekend to our group to show you guys from my phone how I do these conversations. And so today, we have the Instagram stories and we have the Facebook stories. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what this means. If you know what this means, put a 1. If you don't know what this means, put a 2, okay? So go ahead and do that. So if you know what okay, 1, 1, 1, that's pretty popular, right? How many of us can easily sit there and go through stories all day long? And you're like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, right? It's easy to get ahead of ourselves and we can totally go through these stories. Well, you guys, these stories are gold. Okay, they are gold because every day people are posting snippets of their lives in there. It is only for 24 hours, but every day people are posting snippets of their lives in there. So we get a view, we get a window to see inside of their lives. It can be anything they post, but we get a window into their lives. So what we want to do with our intentional time is, we want to set 15 minutes aside. And this is all going to depend on your goals. This is all going to depend on how big you want to grow your business and how quickly. But how I personally do it is I set 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening time. And we call this a blitz, a Facebook blitz or an Instagram blitz. And what that means is that for 15 minutes, you are going to be so intentional with your time. That means that everything goes off. Phones go off, bells go off, everything goes off, and you are going to spend 15 minutes on these Instagram stories or these Facebook stories. And they all pop up as bubbles in the top, right? So you scroll through those bubbles as you see profiles. So for those 15 minutes, I know I'm going to see Priscilla's stories. I'm going to see Jamil's stories. I'm going to see Kim's stories. I'm going to see Dennis's stories. I'm going to see all your stories because I'm very social with you guys on social media. But for those 15 minutes, I'm going to skip all your bubbles. I'm not looking at any of your stories. For 15 minutes, I am going to look at acquaintances. I am going to look at potential candidates. I'm going to look at people that I don't know, that I've never built relationships with. I am going to look at people that one time asked me about a program and then completely fell off the end of the earth. I am going to be intentional with those 15 minutes. And when those people pop up in my conversations, I am going to go ahead and click on that. And I'm going to see what they're going to post, right? These are conversation starters. I'm going to start a conversation, a one-line conversation. So for instance, this lady posted a cute picture of her baby, her serving her baby, and he had the cutest beanie ever. All I said was, oh my gosh, she is so cute. How old is she? On to the next story. I started my one-line conversation right there. She's going to reply to me, but I am not going to reply to her in those 15 minutes. In those 15 minutes, I'm going to go to the next bubble and I'm going to see who is up next, right? Another one right now, just in my 15 minute splits a little while ago for the evening, she is like a agent for like insurance. She sells insurances and stuff like that. And I saw her out on a hike and I said something simple like, oh my gosh, Daniela, living your best life, girl. Way to go. Where is this? On to the next conversation. And she replied, but I didn't reply back. Another girl, she posted a picture of her and her girlfriend, and I guess it was her girlfriend's birthday, and it was pictures of them growing up, and I said, this is the cutest relationship ever. How fun. On to the next person, right? Literally, you guys, conversations are starting at this point. Conversations are starting because people are replying to me, but I'm not replying to anybody in those 15 minutes. I am being super intentional with those 15 minutes, and I am focusing on just starting conversations. So this is what you want to do. Now, you can do this 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening times, and you could set another 15 minutes aside to reply to these people, or you can reply to it in the white space of your time, right? Sometimes I'm cooking and I'm replying to people, or I'm not gonna lie, I take my little pee break because I drink a lot of water these days, and I'm in the bathroom while the kids are waiting for me outside, and I'm replying to all these people. In your white space, you're gonna reply to these people. You are not gonna reply to anybody in your 15-minute blitz. So this is what we want to do. We want to be strategic and intentional with that time. So morning, afternoon, white space, you reply to everybody. So put a 3 in the chat if that makes sense, or if you guys, there's a little bit confusion with this. All right, I'm liking these 3s. Woohoo! I am liking these 3s. That is awesome. Okay, so you guys get it. Like I said, this week I will do a live in our Leaders in Progress group where I'm going to be focusing on my phone, and you guys are going to see me do it live, you know, for a few minutes so that you can see how I'm doing these conversation starters with people. So this is going to be your 15 minutes in the morning and your 15-minute blitz at the end. You guys, trust me when I say you are going to be inundated with conversations. And you know what? Let these conversations go wherever they go. When I was a brand new coach, you can ask my coach, Jamil. I was so like, but how do I lead this to health? And how do I take it to them getting to do the program? And don't stress it. Build the relationship with people. You're going to brand yourself on your social media. They're going to see the stuff. You're going to inspire them. You don't even have to say anything. People love what you're posting. So when you reach out to them, when you do this one-liner conversation with them, you're changing algorithms because Facebook is seeing that you're being social with these people. So now they want to put more of their stuff on your feed and more of your stuff on their feed. So don't even worry about trying to lead it to that place. Just be a human. Connect with these people and let the conversations flow. That's how simple it's going to be. I did that today, and out of just the conversations today, I got 1 health assessment because of that. And I had nothing to do with it. I just talked about her best friend, and she said, I've been thinking about you. I have goals, and I have not been able to reach my goals. So we said, okay, let's set up a time. Had I not started that blitz, that would have not had happened. So that's why these intentional times are very important. Now that's one exercise. And if you guys got that one, I'm glad. If you guys implement this in your business, talk to me in a week and let me know how many conversations you have going. Because I've even had to like slow down a bit because it's good stuff. I'm building so many relationships and I want to be very intentional with them. So that's one thing. Now, my second exercise I want to introduce to you guys is called the awareness exercise, okay? So the awareness exercise, this means that as you're posting every day on your social media, people are watching you. People are watching you, right? It does not even have to be about your before and afters. It doesn't have to be about your health. You know, I recently posted a picture of my family and I out on a walk for New Year's, and I think I got like 90 something likes. I went through all those likes and I saw who is watching my stuff, who is looking at my posts that I have not reached out to, that I've not had any conversations with, right? Obviously, there's a lot of health coaches in there and I love them, but I'm not going to reach out to them. You know, obviously, there's a lot of people that are my clients, they're on the program and I'm not going to reach out to them, but who is watching my posts? And it doesn't have to be anything health intentional. Who's watching my post? So the last post, there was probably 9 people that I don't even know who they are. I had to go to their profiles and see who they were. And I began conversations with those 9 people because they're obviously looking at my stuff. So what is my job? My job is not trying to get them. My job is not trying to get them to do something or anything. My job is to just start relationships and conversations with them. That is it. To start relationships, conversations, and build that friendship. That's it. My page is going to do the rest of the work. That's it. I'm just there to start those conversations. So these are 2 strategic exercises I would love to see you guys begin to implement in your business. If you do this, this has been tried and true for so many coaches. If you do this, my friends, you guys are going to be at a whole different level by the end of the month because it's all about human connection, but it's all about intentionality as well. Okay, so now I'm going to pass the part over to Kim. Kim is going to talk to you guys about the Power Hour. Now, I want you to know something. The 15-minute blitz and the awareness exercise do not coincide with the power hour. The power hour is a whole different hour that you are going to create, but the 15-minute blitz, and your power hour somewhere else in there is going to be another exercise that's going to be very intentional and strategic for you to connect with humans and start conversations left and right. Kim, do you want to take it away, my friend?
Yes. Hey, everybody. I'm so excited about this year, and I'm excited about all this stuff that we're learning and really trying to implement these things into a system that's going to be, we're able to do and that it's formulated. And so I love that. I love systems. I love knowing what I'm supposed to do every day, and I love being intentional. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about is a power hour. So a power hour, what it is it's really taking an hour out of your day, however many days during the week that you can. I personally do 5 days a week. Sometimes I do the weekends if I have time, but I do this as a full-time job. So this is all I'm doing, but it's 1 hour that you're setting aside during your day to work on your business. And so we have to touch our businesses every day. If we don't, our businesses are going to be, if we treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay us like a hobby. And if you want your business to treat you like a business, you got to treat it like a business. So this is a very intentional time. It is 4 15-minute slots, okay? You can repeat this during the day. So if you have more than an hour, you can repeat this throughout the day. You don't just have to do an hour. The main thing is to stop after an hour and give yourself a break. So I recently just was listening to somebody talking about something called flow. If you've ever heard of it, it's about, getting into a space where you are in a flow. And if you've ever worked or done something like a craft or something where you got so involved that the time went by and you didn't even realize it, you were in flow. And what the way to get into flow is to clear all distractions. So, make sure that your phone is not dinging, make sure that no one's walking in on you, that you have a quiet space to work, no family, you're not doing house chores, you're not walking, you're not watching TV and doing this at the same time, which I'm guilty of doing a lot of that stuff. So, turn off all of your devices, make sure that you're focused and you're in that space of flow. So you're going to also, like on your phone, you can set a do not disturb, no distractions at all. So this can be done at any time of the day, and you're going to have a list of names ready. So you already know what you're going to be doing for your power hour. You have your list ready. You've gotten it ready, and so this is in addition to your posting on your stories. So during the day, you're going to be posting on your stories all day, and you're going to have a post on your Instagram or your Facebook page, and those are called your power posts. So this is in addition to that. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do for 15 minutes, you're going to start conversation. So set your timer, 15 minutes starting conversations. This is so easy, you guys. One of the first things that you can do is just send happy birthdays. Happy birthdays are such an easy way to connect with others, and we have found so many times that it works because people love it. They love it when it's their birthday and you say happy birthday to them. If you really want to up it, do a voice text. I know one of the coaches that I follow, she sings happy birthday. I'm not very good singer, so I don't do the singing, but send them a little happy birthday greeting on text. Yes, sing happy birthday. I know Priscilla does. She is awesome about that. So if you really want to do it the next level, do an audio version of it or even video yourself singing happy birthday. People love it. Friend anniversaries, those pop up in our Facebook memories of, so many years ago you became friends with that person. Use those as an opportunity to connect with those people. Use audio messenger. Hey, like 5 years ago we became friends on Facebook. That's so amazing. I'm so grateful that you're my friend. And then likes and comments on any post. So you're going to be starting, that's where you're going to be doing, going through the posts that you have put up the day before or earlier in the day, and you're going to go through your likes and your comments. And you're going to comment on their posts, and then you're also going to go in and send a message to those people. And so, maybe you sent a message to them a few weeks ago and you ended a conversation. We'll continue that conversation, or you can start another conversation seeing how they're doing. Thank them for liking your posts. thank them for commenting on your post. That always goes a long way, you guys. You'd be surprised how many people comment and post and comment and post, and no one ever thanks them. So for you to take time and just thank them for commenting on your post and asking them how they're doing, no one's doing that in their world probably. So that really sets you apart in trying to build those relationships. Okay? So, and don't respond to any messages as you get. So you're typing, you're sending all these messages, don't respond. As soon as that 15 minutes is over, you're going to start on the next thing. And the next thing is you're going to start conversations with new friends. Okay? So you're going to request people from the friends that you may know section, okay? Or friends of friends. All right, so this, I don't know if you've ever been guilty of this, but I know I have, where I'm just like, oh, all these people, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend. You know, in 5 minutes, I can add 25 friends, okay? I don't even know these people. I don't know who I know that they know. I don't know why it's come up that way. But I just am like, it's just like mindless friend requesting. Well, we want to be purposeful about the people that we add as friends. So you're going to go, like if you see somebody that says, like be intentional, okay? So if you see a friend suggestion, go into their page and look at their stuff. See if you have anything in common with them. You know, really, we really want to get to know these people. So they're not just another number in your friends list that you have, okay? So go into their page, see if you have something in common, friend request them, and then when they accept your friend request, then you can start a, oh yeah, Priscilla, don't add ex-cons. Yeah, you don't know who you're adding, guys. So go into their page, see what they like. Oh, I saw that you love to quilt. Oh my gosh, I love to quilt too. That's so amazing. What is your favorite quilt that you've ever done? So, you know, starting those conversations, or maybe they live in an area that you used to live in. Oh my gosh, are you from the high desert? I lived there for 10 years. That's one of the things I like to say. So, you know, you start these conversations. So you're going to do that for 15 minutes. And you're going to start those conversations immediately after they friend request you back. Okay. And you're going to do that for 15 minutes. Okay. Your goal is to do like 3 to 5 friends. And 3 to 5 friends that you're adding intentionally can be done in 15 minutes, okay? It's a lot better than just those add friends. So the next section you're going to do is you're going to go into 15 minutes of follow-up. So follow up with anybody that you've added into Ignite Health that maybe was interested in program, but they are not yet, or they wanted to still check it out. Follow up with those people. You can say something like, hey, I just wanted to circle back to you and see what you're liking best about Ignite Health. Or, hey, I wanted to reach back to you and see if you had any questions about program, or, you know, all those kind of things. Or if you've already done this, just connect with them and be a human being and ask them about their lives. This is one thing that I feel that the training that I've been doing recently has been reiterating over and over. Be a human being. You know, reach out to them. We don't have to always be saying, are you interested? Are you interested? Are you interested? Are you interested? Like we are not the Cutco knife people. You know, we are relational. We are health coaches. We build relationships. We care about them. We care about their stories. We care about their lives. And as we reach out to them, we show them that we care about them. We're not just saying that we care about them. Okay? So, and then don't respond to any of those messages again until after your power hour. So the last 15 minutes, you're going to engage with everybody that is on your hundreds list. So if you have a hundreds list, then that's who you're going to be engaging with. Or anybody who has been, you've noticed, has been watching your stories, somebody who has been commenting on your posts a lot. You're going to go in and you're going to engage with all of those people. So you're just looking for those people who are looking for you. So if they're watching you, that means that they're interested in you. And so you want to reach back at them and you want to be interested in them. You know, one of the things about social media that is so amazing, and I think that a lot of us don't really realize, is that when somebody puts something out there, they're saying, look at me, look at my life. I want you to know me. And what an opportunity it is for us as people, not even just health coaches, but as human beings, to be able to say to them, I see you, and I care about you, and I want to know you. I mean, that's powerful and that's huge. And that's the opportunity that we're talking about. And relationships build out of that. And when we build trust with others, because that's what we're trying to create, is trust. And when they could trust us with just their stories, then they can trust us with the things that are really going on behind the stories, which is what we do as health coaches. So, and we can share this opportunity with them that can change their lives like it changed mine, like it changed all of yours. So this I have as, I'm actually making, I have it as a PDF, but I'm also making like cute little photos for you guys to just save in your phone. And that way you could just look at it and you know exactly what to do on those 15 minutes. But the PDF you could print out, and I actually have mine in a little sheet thing, and I have a little folder because I'm just that way. I like to organize. So that's what I've got. And you guys, this is powerful. This has been so good for me to be focused and know exactly what to do and not just be scroll. Because I mean, I could spend an hour scrolling. I don't know about you. Put a 1 if you spend an hour scrolling. So, you know, and put a 2 if you feel like this is something that's doable, that you feel like this is something that you can do. And I'm telling you guys, it's a game changer, and it's going to really amp your business because you have focused connections. Okay? So that's what I got. So back to you, Priscilla.
Awesome, Kim. Thank you so much. So you guys, these are just strategic things we want to provide. You know, for me, I love when they give me something to do, right? When they just say, just go start conversations. What does that mean? Well, it means you're going to take 15 minutes in the morning. You're going to go through those Instagram stories and you're going to start one-line conversations. Well, what does it mean to start conversations? Just go out there and start conversations. Well, you're going to take 15 minutes and you're going to say happy birthday to people. Make sure you private message them. Do not send their happy birthday on their posts because you're just going to clump up with everybody else. What I like to do in the happy birthdays is I send a private message and I say, oh my gosh, happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing time. Are you doing anything fun with your family today? Conversation starters, right? So I'm not going to fall with everybody in the conversation wall and the wall and just be like, happy birthday. I'm going to be intentional with private messaging them and asking them, you know, what they're doing for their birthday. I don't know, something just to start conversations with them. Friend anniversary. Can you believe we've been friends for 11 years? How crazy is that? Oh my gosh, I'd love seeing your life pass, like go by or whatever. You know, you have 3 kids now. That's crazy. Conversation starters, right? And so this is really important to me because I was telling the girls that I was like a chicken without a head. I'm like, what do they mean start conversations? What do they mean just go out there and start conversations? Now you actually have something like, I like to say it's kind of like tactile. You know what you have to do. You're going to be intentional with the time on how to start conversations, and you know what to do. You have the exercises. So Kim's going to provide that. Another thing she didn't mention, which she probably forgot, is we're going to start a power hour ourselves. We're going to start a power hour, and I know that a lot of people work here as well, so you'll probably not be able to be a part of the power hour, which is okay. And if there's somebody else that wants to start their own power hour and open their Zoom rooms, you know, at an afternoon time, a later time, because people work, by all means, you know, you are welcome to. But we're going to start a power hour starting tomorrow, where we're going to meet up at, Kim, you said 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, correct?
Yeah, I forgot one more thing, and that's it. So I am going to be opening our room, either me or Priscilla, just depending on, you know, if one of us can't be there. But it's going to be starting on Monday, and it's going to be 5 days a week, and it'll be at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, and it's going to be guided. So it's not a time for us to be talking about different clients or questions that we have or whatever. You know, that's what your mentor coach is there for. And or, you know, if you need to have a private conversation with somebody, you definitely can. But this is specifically for guided, focused time for us to get through all of these. And having people with you and doing it together just builds that momentum of continuing on, because it's really easy to get distracted with like your dog wants to go outside or your kid comes in with some question about something and then you forget what you're doing and then before you know it, the hour's gone. So this is going to be a time that's guided. We're going to help you guys be like, okay, the next thing, 15 minutes is over. Let's move on to the next thing. So I'm going to do it at 9 a.m. PST. But if anybody wants to open their room in the afternoon and they want to do that, or if somebody wants to do it for their team, then you can definitely do that. So, so there you go.
There you go. So Brandy, you said 4 p.m. You're more than welcome to launch yours at 4 p.m. and invite people. Share it in Leaders in Progress if you're going to start your own hour because of work. And honestly, do this for you. You know, before Kim told me that she wanted to start a power hour with our team, I thought I'm going to do a power hour for me because I need that accountability. I really need that accountability. And I will open my Zoom room. And if you want to come in, come. And if you don't, if you can't, that's okay. But I want you to know that there's people who are going to be consistent with these power hours so that we can be intentional with our time. You guys, 2021 is going to be an amazing year. We can already feel it. Our team is starting to pivot. Like Priscilla told you guys in the beginning of the call, we are going to be piloting that's what you said, right? We're going to be starting new things. We are going to be the pilot group, I guess you can say. They're going to, we're going to be testing the waters in certain things. And I'm really excited because we are moving with the times. We're going to move with the online business, with the online world. Wherever they go, we go. We need to stay relevant. It's super important. So we are super excited. I'm going to open it up for a few minutes. If anybody has questions about everything we've just shared right now or anything, we are going to break everything down, put it in a PDF file or a picture form, whatever, so you guys can print it and have it as well, like Kim does. Does anybody have any questions? We can open it up for whoever has any questions about what we just shared.
Okay, I have a question. I think I heard it mentioned that the power hour starts tomorrow, and then I heard it starts Monday. Is it Monday?
Yeah, just do Monday. What day is it tomorrow? Oh yeah, it's Friday already. Let's do Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do Monday. Anybody else?
What is a white space? Yes, what is a white space?
Oh, okay. So white space time is if you're cooking, if you're opening a refrigerator, if you're just doing something, you're about to sit down and watch a show, that's white space time. It's not intentional rocks in your calendar. Like if you have intentional time where you're spending time with your family or things like that, it's just time where you're doing low-key things that don't really matter, that don't really take up a lot of your time. So that's white space.
I don't have a question, but I do want to share my experience with kind of starting to do this for 2 days. And I have to say, especially if you have kids or, or if you don't have kids or you're out working, the same thing, right? Because you are busy with them. Can you hear me okay?
If you turn off your video,
Can you hear me?
we'll have a better connection with you. We'll be able to hear you better.
Turn off your video and then share with us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's probably. All right. Okay, is this better? Yes? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying I just started doing this. I gotta say, oh my gosh, like it's not so time consuming because it feels like, how you're told, okay, go and work out at a gym. Like, where do I even start, right? You're wasting time just like putting so much effort and energy knowing what you're about to go in and do, and you're totally clueless. But delegating time and, knowing what you're going into, and especially it helps stay consistent with the structure. And now it's just has changed so much for me that I actually manage my time so much better, worked efficiently, made so many connections, even got health assessments. It's like something I could stick to doing every single day. And I had plenty of time to do things with my kids today. And I even did laundry, cooking, went out for a doctor's appointment, took care of everything. So, because you're more productive too, so you automatically feel better and knock so many things out of your list. Started a new coach, like did a health assessment, things that I would never, you normally dread to do, you know? So, I feel like anyone has 2 hours out of their day, whether they work or not, whether they're doing this part-time, full-time. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with all of us in constant action. So I'm just so excited for this year. It's going to change a lot of things. Just doing this strategic action steps moving forward for all of us. And whether you're seasoned or new, I feel like this is something anyone can do. So yeah, it'll be great to see what progress we make at the end of the month going in, you know, all of us implementing this. So excited for our team.
Yay. Awesome, you guys. Priscilla?
Can I ask one question? And it's about Facebook stories. Okay, we're trying to do this. Does anyone else have this thing? Some of them like go so fast, and then all of a sudden you're on all these stories you don't want to be on. So what's the best way to navigate that? Does anyone, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, no, I don't want to be on yours. Like you know?
The best way to do stories is on your phone. It's kind of, I tried doing it on my laptop to see if I can share my screen. Too complicated on the laptop. So I don't know how it is for people that are not cool and you don't have an iPhone. I mean, you're only cool if you have an iPhone. All right. So for the cool people with the iPhones, it's super, super easy. Super easy to do. The bubbles are there. If you don't want to see Priscilla, their story, just swipe it. You know, just go ahead and swipe it and that's it. The more you swipe them off, the more the algorithms change for you and they're not going to be popping up as much. So you just have to swipe them off. If you don't have to, because when you see Facebook stories, you tap, tap, tap to go to the next story of that individual, right? So you tap it, you go on to their next story. You don't have to do that. Just swipe them. So if you swipe them, you're on to the next profile. So I personally just see 1 or 2 stories per person. I do a comment on one of them and then I swipe on to the next person.
Okay, and when you swipe, if that next person is someone you don't want to be on, you just keep swiping.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no other way, I guess, to be extra intentional, like I want to go to there. It's just like you're on and then it just keeps going. And
or I mean, if it's people that you don't want to see, I mean, unfollow them, right? I have a lot of coaches who friend me that are not part of our team, and I need to be strategic with my Facebook, and I don't want to be mean. So I've friended some of them, but I unfollow them. I just don't follow them because I don't want to be like, oh, I don't want their stuff on my newsfeed because I'm intentional with my newsfeed. So that is something that you can do. You know, Cynthia says you can also mute them. So there's 3 dots on the top, click on that and you can mute the person.
Okay, cool.
See their stuff. Yeah. Yeah. All right. iPhone is the dark side of it. Is there something you want to read it, hold it, and it won't change? Oh, I'm not sure. I love my iPhone. But that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, Jody?
So just make sure, I know that there's some people who are not familiar with how stories work. Just make sure that if you want to tap to the right, tap on that forward and backwards.
It's Rob. Go ahead. I just muted him.
Thank you. Stories, you can tap right and that moves you forward through the story. And if you tap on the left side of the screen, that goes back. So get familiar with tapping on the left and the right side of your screen if you're interested in looking at the story.
What about us uncool people that have Androids?
An Android person's going to have to speak up because I wouldn't know. Any Android person?
I'm not an Android person, but this is Sarah. And you can hit more stories and it will give you on my iPhone. Hi, we're awesome. And it will give you a grid of everyone, so you can be intentional that way and skip over the people who are their coaches or everything else, and click on the ones who you've been following, or however you want to do it intentionally. But yeah, Dark Side's awesome.
Good, Sarah. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for that info. That's really good. I want to encourage you guys to start using your Instagram and Facebook stories more, right? Right now, I did a quick Facebook story of us in our team leadership right now. I just did a little quick Instagram story. People want to see your life. They want a window of your life, and you'll be surprised. Your cat in a scarf, someone's going to love that picture. Okay. People want the real you. And so that's who we are. People are going to connect with us. Human connection is vital for this business. So whatever it is, if a doorknob speaks to you, put a picture of the doorknob and say whatever the doorknob told you, right? We want to get used to the Instagram and Facebook stories, because these are the most powerful platforms you have within social media right now. They're even more powerful than you just posting a before and after on your wall. So I want to encourage you guys to start using them. I was really scared in the beginning. I was like, what in the world? Like, I don't want to get into this. This is like, I just got the hang of everything else, and now I have to do these Instagram and Facebook stories. They're so easy to do. Just play around with them. Go on YouTube, watch 1 5-minute video, and you'll get the hang of it. And the more you do them, and they're fun. You can put music. You could put different videos. Like, my daughter loves looking at all the videos that you can do in them. It's just a lot of fun. So I want to encourage you guys to start doing that. Next week, we're going to be talking about something new. We're going to be launching as a team. Again, we're piloting this stuff, and we're super excited. We're going to talk about something new next week. And then we're going to talk about a new way we're going to start branding ourselves, which is different than the 3x3x3 that we normally do. And we're so excited to share these things, you guys, because 2021 is going to be explosive where we're going. Sounds good?
Good. One other thing